Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So here I am right now in my classroom, and I'm just about to head out into the rest of the campus. And what I wanted to do today was to give you a tour of the campus, and specifically I wanted to give you a study tour of the campus, because as you know, when you're incoming freshmen, you may have to wait for your ride. You may have to take the bus, I'm not sure. Some of you may get picked up right away by your family, but some of you may need to wait. Or you may need to go to practice or rehearsal or something like that. So there may be any number of reasons why you're going to be on campus for a while after school is out. So what I wanted to do was to give you just a few sites around this campus that I have found just from my own observations of watching people and walking past people and all of that over the years, where people tend to congregate, to study, to hang out, all those kinds of things. So I thought it would just be kind of a useful visual for you guys to have. Now, keep in mind that I'm not sure what the protocols will be when we go back in terms of social distancing and all of that. But nonetheless, I still want to be able to show you some of these places where you can be outside and be with people, even if you are at a little bit of a distance, and be able to hang out, get work done, and just enjoy this beautiful campus. So let's go. All right, folks. So here we are. We're leaving my lovely classroom, which I have sort of dubbed the trailer park. We do not serve spam sandwiches here. But yeah, these are the modulars here. See, there's mine, and then there's one next door. Okay, but we're gonna go head up to by the library, up in the 300s, and we're gonna go and take a look at that. So, okay, so here we are outside of room 314, 315, and this is a really popular place to come and study after school. It's also popular at lunchtime. Now, if you do hang out here at lunchtime, just remember that there is a classroom here, and if there's a class going on, don't be shocked if the teacher comes out and asks you guys either to quiet down or even to leave. So if they're doing an activity that requires silence, like if they're testing or something like that, just be careful about that. Just be considerate. So there's these tables, and then there's another one here. And again, these are really, really popular. So also people love to sit on these benches right here. The benches are really comfortable, by the way, but these are just really nice place to sit and relax. I see people on these benches all the time. Now I'm filming this in early July, so it's probably going to look a lot different when you're back here on campus. But nonetheless, this is the library, by the way. And what they did a few years ago was to install these cafe tables outside the library. And one thing that you'll notice, I'm sort of walking around here, is that you'll see that there are plugs by them too. So you can also sit here and charge a computer and all of that. And again, this is another really popular spot. Now, you do have to be quiet inside the library. So if you want to go and hang out and chat with your friends, just come outside here on this nice patio. So again, there's more cafe tables. There's, I believe, 4 altogether. And then more benches. You'll see these nice benches. And again, they're really comfortable. And people sometimes just sit on the ground. I see that a lot too. But this is the library right here. Let's see. Normally the TV monitor will be going with announcements and various kinds of things, and you're going to enter the library through this door. But again, remember, when you're inside the library, you got to be quiet. Okay, so we're walking to the end of the 300s, and a lot of people like to kind of congregate out on this patio before classes. Now, one thing I'll show you is right here. This is famously called Freshman Hall because this is where your lockers are. And during lunchtime, you're not, I know there's an echo in here now, but when you are at lunchtime, you can't be in the hallways during lunchtime because there will be classes going on, and because it echoes so much in here, so you really have to, and the deans and teachers are going to tell you please get out of the hallways during classes, during lunchtime. So after the bell rings, by the way, you can come down and you can go to your locker, then you go to class. And here are the lockers. I mean, these are just some of them, obviously. But there's more down there. And then there's more upstairs on the floor above, the 600s. So this is the 500s. This is one of the English classrooms, by the way. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Condon Center. And now when you go across this little road here, you have to be careful. Now there's a stop sign and people do respect it, but you never know. Sometimes people can be distracted. So we look both ways and then we cross. And now we're heading in. Oh, by the way, this is a nice little patio right outside of the Condon Center. And I do see people hanging out here quite a lot. So this is another great place to go, especially when the weather is nice. All right, so bad luck, you guys. I tried my key and I couldn't get into the Condon Center, so I'll just tell you that inside you'll see, just right inside the door, I don't know if we can sort of peek in, I don't know if you can see, here's my camera, hi. But right inside the door, you're gonna see a huge hallway and there's some benches where you can sit, and it's nice and air conditioned, so on a really hot day, it's a nice place to go and sit. And a lot of people come here both during and after school. It's a really popular spot. And then when you go downstairs, there's another place where you can go and hang out as well. So I just wanted to show you. All right, so here we are at the top part of the campus, and you'll see this is our lovely eagle statue that was donated to us by the class of 2008. And this is a popular place also to hang out, especially during lunchtime. Like you can sit under the trees over here. It's a nice, cool place. And then there's another tree over here. We're just gonna kind of walk slowly. We're headed toward the Bob Hope Center. So for those of you that have been here before, then you know that's our cafeteria. It's kind of an all-purpose room. So here's another tree. And again, a lot of people like to sit under the tree during lunchtime. It's a nice place to read. It's kind of quiet and pretty. And the other thing that people do, so there's the Bob Hope Center, and obviously you'll see that there are a lot of places to sit here. A lot of benches, which is great. And again, I'm not sure what the protocols are gonna be when we come back. So you probably will find out before me. Who knows? But again, it's early July, so they're still kind of figuring it out. Probably by the time you see this video, you will know a lot. Here's myself, hi. Okay, but these are all the benches here. And then there's more on the side. So we're just gonna walk over here. Please remember as well, after lunch, maybe this is stating the obvious, but please throw your trash out. We have recyclers here, and those go toward a charitable purpose, so that's a good thing. But here's another bench, and then there's some side lawn right here by the beautiful palm trees. I love palm trees. I'm obsessed with palm trees. Anyway, so there's more. And then another popular place to go, there's a couple. So this tree here is a really popular spot, lunchtime and after school. And then this tree over here, I very often see people hanging out, especially during lunch, and I think probably after school as well. Now just be careful, this is one thing to know, because obviously this is not today, but it is normally a busy parking lot. There are cars coming and going all the time. So if you do choose to sit out here, just be really careful, watch the traffic, and don't just assume that somebody is gonna stop. They might see you, usually they see you, but we don't want anything bad to happen. So please just be really, really careful if you do choose to sit here. All right, now on the other side of the parking lot is the Tudor Center, which is our theater. And I hope that everybody goes to the theater productions because they are amazing. And again, this is another popular spot to hang out, both under these trees, and then I'll show you down in the courtyard. It's another really popular place for people to go during lunch and also after school. And if you are involved in the theater productions, then you'll probably be spending a lot of quality time here. So I'm just walking down here. And there's plenty of room, which is nice. See, we've got more benches and tables and stuff. And then, here we go. Here's the tables. Ooh, pretty butterfly. And lovely trees up there. And then there's this nice kind of amphitheater setting too. So a lot of times sometimes people like to sit out here. And sometimes teachers will bring their classes out here too. I know that I've brought my classes out here before. And, like if we're doing an activity where we need a lot of space, then sometimes we'll take our classes outside. And you'll see there's a plug. So if you need to charge your computer, there is a place to charge. But there's more seating over here. More benches. So this is a really nice spot. It's nice and cool. And especially when the weather is hot, get in the shade and just enjoy. Okay, this is another really popular hangout spot, especially before school. This place before school is packed with people. Now I'm going to assume that with the new regulations coming regarding social distancing, that will probably be a lot less packed. But this is a really popular spot. And sometimes people like to come after school and sit by the flowers. You got to be careful of the bees. If you're like me, you are allergic to bees. And therefore I run screaming from bees. But the flowers, one of the things about this campus that's so great, I just want to show you, is the landscaping here is so beautiful. Look at all these flowers. They're so amazing. I take pictures of flowers all the time. Like my Instagram is basically clouds, flowers, and occasional selfie, and that's about it. But I do love flowers. And there's so many beautiful things to see here. And then we have, oh look, there's me again. We have our lovely statue of Mary and Jesus right here. Hi Mary, hi Jesus. And again, people like to sit on this spot right here, and sometimes just to get out of the heat, sometimes to study, sometimes just to hang out. So more beautiful flowers. Aren't they lovely? It's amazing, isn't it? Gosh, I love flowers. This is the main office. Hi, main office. And if you need to go to the guidance office, you're going to go inside the main office, and then you'll just go left, and that's where the guidance office is. Okay, so this hallway is just on the side of the main office, just to the right. So you'll see there's the admissions office right there, and the theater. And then here is another hallway. There's a water machine there. And again, I see a lot of people hanging out here. It's not super packed, but I definitely see people here. People do like to come and study, and it's nice and shady, so shady in a good way, of course. And people do like to come and hang out and study and chat and do whatever they need to do. So this is just another spot. So we're just gonna go downstairs a little bit. You'll see the drama department is hard at work with a door, which is fun. And again, here's another spot right here where again, people like to hang out. Just be careful not to block somebody's locker. But again, I'm stepping back just a bit so you can see. And this is where we just were up there. So you just come down the stairs, and this is another spot that people like to hang out too. By the way, when you graduate, and if you donate to the Senior Gift Fund, you get to paint a tile and put it up. And we have these all over campus, so these are kind of cool. All right, so this is right outside the 200s. And it's another spot where people like to hang out after school. And there's the modulars again, right over there. And then of course, here's the stadium. And this is another huge patio that we have. So it's a great place to gather or just be by yourself. And again, I don't know what the distancing rules will be. So we'll just take that into consideration for now. And then during our football games, Mondays is open and you can get a snack. They have burgers and hot dogs and all kinds of stuff. So, but again, during school and after school, this is a popular place to come. And again, your teachers may bring you out here for class too. So I know I've done that many times. And there's the other side of the tutor center with Mary and Jesus. All right, now if you're involved in athletics, you're probably going to spend a fair amount of time down here. So this is the field, whether you're in football or soccer, or lacrosse, whatever you're in, field hockey, you'll be spending a fair amount of time down here. And a lot of athletes, when they're either at practice or they're waiting for practice, they'll hang out on this lawn here. Sorry, it's through chain link fence, but nonetheless. So you'll come down here and I'll show you where the locker rooms are. Some of you probably already know. And if you came for our campus tour last year, then you probably know a lot of this already. But nonetheless, so here's the girls' athletics team room. And then this is the girls' locker room right here. And again, a lot of times people hang out in this nice big patio. So that's always nice. And then we have more vending machines here with energy drinks and water and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure whether drinking fountains will be available. I know, like, I went to the mall the other day and the drinking fountain was not available, so it would kind of make sense that it wouldn't. I guess that remains to be seen. Anyway, and then here's the boys' locker room here. And again, a lot of times people like to hang out here and get things done. The equipment room is right there. And then we're gonna come around the corner. So right here, for those of you that might be playing baseball, this is the baseball field here. I think somebody's cutting the grass. Yeah, someone's cutting the grass. So if I start sneezing, it's because I've got pollen allergies. Anyway, back here is the weight room. Sorry about the noise. So if you want to work out, come on down here, lift some weights. Ooh, a bird. And this is the team room for, I believe, basketball.
I'm not football team, maybe, I'm not sure, but I know at least the basketball team right here.
All right. More flowers. Anyway, this is the front of the gym. And again, if you're involved in a lot of athletics or cheer or dance, you'll be spending a fair amount of time down here. And again, people do like to hang out here. The lobby of the gym is open after school. So, you know, there you are. We also, oh, there was a bee. Sorry. So anyway, we also have our masses here as well and rallies. This is another sort of all-purpose place. More flowers. Yum. Okay. And the training room is over here. So if you need to get taped up before a game, then this is where you go. And they also, like, if you have an injury, like if you twist your ankle or you need some ice, this is where they have crushed ice, which is nice. And the ice is nice. Over here is campus ministry. And during school hours, campus ministry is open, and it's another place where you can go and hang out. And a lot of people do. It's inside. And they're always very accommodating here in campus ministry. So again, I don't know what their distancing rules will be inside, but nonetheless, that's one more place where you can go. So you can see that there's a lot of places around here. So this is the gym over here, and then this is campus ministry here, and then this is FA, the Fine Arts Building. And then on the side of FA is more space, some more tables, another nice lawn to sit on. So this is another place where you can go. Sometimes it can be kind of loud, like sometimes they play loud music down here, but if that's your vibe, then by all means go for it. And then the art classes are upstairs. All right, so this is the front door of campus ministry right there. Also, when you go on retreat, you'll probably leave your stuff here. Well, I guess not for freshman retreat because that's on campus, but when you're sophomores, you leave your stuff here. But again, typically it's open unless there's a meeting or something like that, and you can always go and hang out, and it's always a very nice place to be. And then there's the gate, and here's the security guard. So if you ever have a problem, you can always talk to security. And I'm just gonna walk around. Oh, thank you. He just lifted up the gate for me. Okay, and so another place where people hang out after school is out front. So there you are, and then there's a park right across the street. But again, that's another place where I do see people probably waiting for their parents, but I do see a lot of people hanging out front after school, and staying away from bees. Okay, finally, there's a couple more spots I want to show you. So this one, see, we're back at the modulars now. We made a nice big circle. Whoops, just dipped down. Anyway, now, usually during school hours, the stadium is locked, as far as I know. But as you can see here, it's nice and shady in a good way. And so you can always hang out at the home of the Eagles, right back here. I would just say too that wherever you go on campus, just to be careful that, you know, people know where you are. You want to keep yourself safe. You want to, you know, don't isolate yourself or anything like that, because, you know, if you ever need something, you need to be able to get to people. So there's a little lizard down there. Hi, lizard. Let's see if I can film it. There it goes. Whoops. Anyway, people do like to hang out over here. And also by these trees. Now again, this is the senior parking lot. And once it's second lunch and after school, this place gets very busy because of course it's the seniors all come out and, you know, they're driving off campus and they're hanging out. So it does get very, very busy over here. So again, if you do choose to sit here, just be very, very careful about cars. Because again, people aren't always paying attention. So it's really up to you to pay attention to yourself and your own surroundings so that you're always going to be safe. So the last spot is right here. And this is really where we started. So there's the stairs that go up to the library. So this is the 200s over here. And then there's more 200s over here. A statue of Our Lady and Jesus right here. But again, people do like to sit on the planter, or they sit over, see I'm pointing, over there, or they sit, you know, in front of the lockers, that kind of stuff. So anyway, and then this is 102, this is 101, this is my room. And actually sometimes people do like to go and sit either here by the fire hydrant or down here at the stairs, at the base of the ramp here. So that's another spot, and also over here. So, all right, so that is the end of the tour. All right, so we're back. It was kind of warm outside, but I'm good. So we are back in the classroom. And finally, one last great place to hang out after school if you need to study and get things done is to go to X Block. So as you know, X Block is that period that happens at the end of a 1:30 day where it's an opportunity for you to go and meet your teachers and get help or make up a quiz or whatever you need to do, get some questions answered, those kinds of things. And a lot of times people just come into X Block because they want to just find a quiet place to study. Now some X Blocks are kind of loud. Mine is generally pretty quiet, so you're always welcome to come in here into room 101. As long as I'm here, then it's fine. So I just wanted to give you that option as well because, again, there's a teacher there, there's an adult in the room, and so therefore, if you need anything, we have a phone. If we need to call somebody for you or anything like that, we're just here. So, all right, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I hope that you will just find your spot, find your space on this campus. As you can see, there's plenty of places to choose from, so there's no shortage of spaces where you can just find your spot, hang out, get your work done, and just be as productive as you can. So thanks for watching, and as you close this video, please make sure that you go back to Blackboard and answer the questions related to this video. So I will see you soon. Bye!